Hello students, so we have already discussed about the parts of a flower. Okay, so here now I am going to show you very clearly the different parts of a flower so that it will be very clear to you, and I suggest you, as I am doing here, you repeat the same by your own. And remember, better to take a hibiscus flower than to a rose flower or something else. It will give you a better observation. And any color of hibiscus you can take. Here I have taken the pink color hibiscus. You can take the red color, yellow color, any other color that is available to you. That hibiscus flower you can take. So let's talk the different parts of the flower. So if we will talk about the flower, let us first talk about the stalk. Okay, so this is the stalk of the flower. We call it as pedicel. Okay, so what is the work of the pedicel? Pedicel is the stalk of the flower that makes the flower get attached to the stem. Okay, this is the function of the pedicel, which holds the flower get attached to the stem. Okay, now above the pedicel there is a solen base. Okay, here if we will touch the base, you can observe it is little swollen. Okay, I will show you the thalamus, don't worry. So this swollen structure we call it as thalamus. What is the function of thalamus? Thalamus holds the all other holes of flower. This is a hole, this is a hole, this is another hole, we will talk about this. So this is the work of thalamus. Now let's come to the main parts of the flower, that are the holes. Already we have discussed how many holes a flowers have. A flower have 4 different holes, and the first hole is the greenish color part, we call it as sepal. Okay, so these are the sepals. You can see these are the sepals. I will show you, don't worry, wait little. Yes, smoothly you take it out. Yeah, this is a sepal. Okay, so this is you can see this is a sepal, this is a sepal, this is another sepal, and the collection of these sepal we call it as calyx. Okay, so this is the first whorl of a flower, that is the calyx. If I will remove the calyx slowly, I can show you the thalamus here. Yeah, can you see the whitish part here? This is the thalamus, just above the what, pedicel. This is the pedicel, and just by the ending of the pedicel it has a swollen base, that is the thalamus. This is the thalamus which holds the other whorls of a flower. Okay, and this is the what, first hole of the flower, we call it as calyx. Calyx are the collection of sepals. See, this is a sepal, this is another sepal. These are the number of cells. There are the number of sepals which are arranged in a what, ring manner, in a circular manner. That's why we call it as whorl. Okay, this is the first whorl of the flower, that is the calyx. And as it is green in color, it also undergo photosynthesis for the plant. Now come to the second hole of a flower. So now if we will talk about the second hole, so this is the second hole. What is the second hole? The corolla. What is corolla? Corolla is the collection of petals. These are the petals which are attractive in color. Okay, sometimes it produce scent, or sometimes it produce fragrance. It also produce nectar or honey, so that it can attract the insects. Okay. So this is the second hole of a flower. I am removing it one by one. So slowly you remove it. Okay, first petal, the second, third, fourth, and slowly you remove. Should not break. Yeah, this is the fifth. So these are the collection of petals. So combinedly these collection of petals we call it as corolla. The collection of sepals is called as calyx, and the collection of petals is called as corolla. These are the 2 holes of a flower. This is the first hole, that is the calyx, which is the collection of sepals, and this is the second hole, that is the corolla, which is the collection of petals. Already 2 hole over. Now come to the 2 main holes. As I said, the other 2 main holes are the male part and the female part of a flower. Okay, so here you can see this. Can you observe the yellowish structure here? Yes, this structure is the male part of a flower. This is called androecium. Okay, what we call it as androecium, and androecium is the collection of stamens. So these all these things, these are called stamens. Okay, so androecium is the collection of stamens. If we will observe each stamen very closely, you can observe. If you will observe each stamen, you can see there is a thread-like structure, and at the tip of the thread there is a solen yellowish color structure is there. Okay, there is a thread, and at the tip of the thread there is a yellowish color solen structure is there. So the thread is known as filament, and the yellowish part is known as anther. Okay, a stamen has two parts. The thread part is known as filament, and above the thread the solen part is known as anther. Inside the anther it produces what? Pollen grains. As I said in our theory class that the anthers are generally bilobed in structure. Inside each lobe they contains pollen sac. Inside each lobe they contains two pollen sac, and each pollen sac they produce number of pollen grains. If you will rub this in your hand, you will feel some dusty like appearance. Okay, some dust like structure, yellowish dust like structure, that are called pollen grains. Okay, so this is the third hole of a flower. We call it as what? Androecium. Androecium is the collection of stamens, and a stamen consists of a filament and a anther. Okay, so we will remove this slowly. Actually you can use different what, razor blade or different instrument for this, but here by hand also we can do. It is very easy to remove. See here, I have removed the what? Male part. I have removed the male part here. Okay, all the male parts I have removed. You can see here there down it is number of male part. Very closely also you can see it has a filament and a what? Anther. Okay, at the tip. Now let's talk about the fourth hole. Okay, okay, clearly remove all this. Yes, now talk about the fourth hole. The fourth hole of a flower we call it as gynoecium. Gynoecium is the fourth essential hole of a flower. It is the female part of a flower. So as anther is the collection of stamen, androecium is the collection of stamen, gynoecium is the collection of carpel or pistil. So these, all these things collectively we call it as carpel or pistil. Okay, so let's see what are the things present in a carpel. You can see at the tip the reddish color structure. Yes, this is the stigma. The topmost portion of the gynoecium we call it a stigma. Below the stigma there is a long stalk or there is a long thread. This is the long thread. This is known as style. Okay, and after the style there is a solen base. This is known as ovary. Okay, stigma, style and ovary. Okay, combinedly this forms a carpel or pistil, and combination of carpel or pistil we call it as gynoecium. In some flowers, see in this flower as I have shown, it contains a single carpel or single pistil. I will show you another variety of hibiscus. You can see here, see this is a male and female part, androecium and gynoecium. This is another androecium and gynoecium. This is again another androecium. See, there are number of androecium and gynoecium. Okay, so it is not necessary that a flower will contain only a single androecium and gynoecium. It may contain number of androecium and gynoecium. Okay, it may contain number of stamens and number of pistils. Okay, so here we will see this. Now let's talk about the gynoecium part. So here this is the stigma, this is the middle one is the style, and the ending one will be the ovary. Okay, so now if we will slowly take out, or if we will slowly take out the outer layer of ovary, you have to perform this very neatly, very slowly, so that you will have a good observation. See, here I have taken out the upper layer. Okay. See, neatly you have to do, need not to be get hurry. Okay, see here I have taken out the upper layer. Okay, now this is the ovary. You can see this is the ovary, and inside the ovary we will get number of ovules or number of eggs. That also I will show you. So see, this is the stigma. Okay, sigma runs from the middle. You can see a thread like structure that is get attached to the ovary, that is from the stigma only. Okay, and the style which is at the middle, which connects the stigma to the ovary. Okay, now let's see the ovules inside the ovary. Slowly take it out. Yes, can you see this? Can you see the small ovules? Yeah, so these are the small ovules, very small, very, it is very interesting to see. See, these are the small ovules, tiny ovules. Okay, it is also sticking to my finger. See, it is also sticking to my finger. It is very neat and clean. Okay, you can see, you can observe very nicely. These are the ovules. So as I said, ovules are the female gamete, and what? Pollen grains are the male gametes. See, all the ovules, they are sticking to my hands. Okay, how beautifully they are arranged. See, these are the number of ovules which are get arranged inside the ovary. Got it? So this is the female portion or the female part or the gynoecium part. The stigma, the style, and the ovary. Inside the ovary we got number of ovules. Okay, so what happened to this ovule? What happened to the pollen grain? This part we will talk in pollination part. Okay, so this is the part of flower. All the holes already we have discussed. Now I am going to show you. See, this is the stalk. Okay, this is the stalk or the pedicel. We can say above the pedicel there is a solen base, that is the thalamus. Okay, after that we can talk about the first hole of a flower. The first hole of a flower is the this is the calyx. Calyx is the combination of sepals. The second hole of a flower we can talk about corolla. Corolla is the combination of petals. Okay. The third hole we can talk about the androecium. Androecium are the androecium are the male part of a plant of a flower, and the androecium consists of a group of stamen. Okay, and stamen consist of filament and anther. Inside that anther they produce pollen grains, which are the male gametes. After that we can talk about the fourth hole of the flower. The fourth hole of the flower is the female part of the flower. We call it as gynoecium. Gynoecium is the combination of carpel or pistil. So a carpel or a pistil consists of a stigma, a style, and a ovary. Inside the ovary it has inside the ovary it has ovules. Okay, so these ovules combine with the pollen grains which are present inside the anther by the process of pollination, and they produce seed. This part we will discuss later on. Okay, so all these parts you can see by your own nicely. Here again I have one more flower, yellow color hibiscus. Here also it is very clear. Okay, so any of the color of hibiscus you can take. You can, here also you can see the anther part and the filament, anther, stigma and all. So here also you can see it has a short pedicel. You can see the second, the first hole you can see, this is the what is the first hole? This is the calyx. Okay, and what is the second hole? This is the corolla. This is bright yellow in color. You can see this is brightly yellow in color. This is the second hole of a flower. These are the third hole of a flower. You can see it is very clearly visible. These are the third hole, the collection of stamen. We call it as androecium. Okay, and this is the fourth hole, the collection of stigma, style, and inside it contains ovule or ovary. The ovary, inside the ovary it contains the ovules. Here also when we will dissect it, we will also get the ovaries inside it, or the ovules inside the ovaries. So repeat the experiment by your own. It will be very clear to you. Okay, and try to do a number of times. If you fail for doing it for the first time, then again next time you do. It will be very easy, and do not get hurry while dissecting the flower. Okay, just slowly you dissect the flower, and you can have a good observation here. Okay, so this is all about the parts of a flower. Already we have discussed. Again, go through it, and next topic we will have in our next video. Thank you.